Hello there, welcome back to the Ottomans. Last time, well, we did fight quite a bit of wars. We have replenished our manpower, and other than that, not really that much. We fought England, took some provinces from them. We do have a militarist Wales of all things, so that is fairly good for us, and we'll probably try and keep with that. What we'll be doing this episode is probably not too many interesting things. We'll probably fight Milan, and we'll probably fight Savoy. And by fighting Milan, we'll also end up fighting France. I'll probably also go ahead here and vassalize Auvergne, for the simple reason that I can. And I'll probably also forcefully annex them. But I think I'll first of all, as I said, get the full annexations out of the way. And with that, I'm thinking Wales, no, not Wales, Tyrone, Trebizond, Toulouse, and Styria. I believe that is what I decided that I will be annexing ASAP. So we'll be doing that more or less at once. We might actually end up fighting Venice again, who knows? We'll have to consider that. I know for a fact that Styria didn't want Tyrol, but I will try with potentially try and get Verona to take something. Might actually go for vassalizing the Pope here. We'll have to see. I think I can vassalize Naples now. Yeah, I can actually vassalize Naples, and I can vassalize Sicily. So things are going forward at least. We have some rebels to deal with. Shouldn't be too much of a problem. So, as I said, what I'll be doing now is probably moving troops back to Europe. I'll probably keep 20,000 men in England to deal with potential rebels here. And I'll be converting these to provinces so that I can sell them to Wales, hopefully. So, that's our plan. Let's see how it all works out. So, as you know, I did say that there will be a time of peace right now. And the simple reason for that is we don't really have any targets we can go after. What I could have done, of course, is go after Milan and Switzerland now while we have truce. But France is still going to be an annoying little problem, and I do want to vassalize Auvergne, so I can at least take Poitou with me, or as another target. I have no idea if there's anything else here I can actually force the French to release. As I said, I might actually have to aim at here, handing this over to, let's say, either I could actually force them to release Avignon, then try and feed them some provinces, then force them to give it back to France, potentially create a larger nation, and then try and use that to my advantage. I have no idea if that will actually work. I will be testing with Savoy in claims in the Holy Roman Empire, that is for certain, but I will be waiting with doing that until I actually have, well, made something work here. I'll very soon start the, well, again, a little bit of prestige, tell them sweet little lies. I'll very soon be able to start the annexation of Trebizond as well, which means that I'm getting rid of some of the smaller, more annoying nations. I've started the annexation of both Styria, Toulouse, and Tyrone, so that is perfectly fine. Nothing we have to worry about there. So, with this, we can now annex all of them. Unfortunately, there's not actually an advisor that would speed things up. So, it seems like we'll actually have 9 years of peace here. Which is kind of bad, but, well, who cares? Sunny Zealots, actually. That's a little bit interesting. Would I get a core if they take the province? I have no idea. I don't think so, so I think we'll actually go ahead here. No, we can't actually march into their lands. And I will not be cancelling a I'll not be cancelling a annexation. So it seems like now the limiting factor that I'm currently have run into is more or less, that's what I'm trying to say, diplomat. So I think we might actually have to focus a little bit more on administrative technology here, get that 6th idea group. I probably shouldn't have taken innovative. I should probably have taken either aristocratic ideas for that extra diplomat or espionage ideas. I'll also be checking a little bit on triggered modifiers, see if I can find a way to get an extra diplomat. And they'll definitely be the most valuable thing I can have right now. We'll at least build a university. I have no idea why I haven't actually built that yet. And we'll build a war college once we have the funds. So we'll have a some time here of prosperity and growth, I think. Building stuff, making sure that everything is fine. Potentially building a navy. So there's a lot of things that we might do. We might actually do the conquest of Rome here to get that extra missionary. It could actually be really useful now that I have to start converting lands to sell them to Wales, for example. So, yeah, there's a lot of things that I might actually go ahead here and consider. We'll see how it goes. Also, due to the fact that we will have a very long time PC, we can do some upgrades to diplomatic tech. Get level 16 here, post office and naval arsenal, which allows me to build said buildings, also increasing trade range by 200, and I get a trade efficiency increase by 10%, which all are fairly good. But yeah, as I said, we'll probably not invest in too much in ideas at this stage. I might do a little bit of military ideas, to the simple fact that we are still 4 years ahead, and we won't really be fighting any wars. I think we can afford to take an idea. and then take a level military attack. So we'll do that. We'll take offensive idea, superior firepower, gives leading fire +1, which could probably be a little bit helpful down the line. I'm a little bit unsure if I actually want to go up to scientific revolution before I start investing in things here. I might actually do that. Optimism is also fairly good in wartime. So yeah, I might actually go ahead and get up to scientific revolution. Might even go all the way up to optimism. I'll have to see. I'm a little bit unsure. I'll do a little bit of thinking and then I'll get back to you on that, well, matter. We'll see how it goes. Sorry about that, apparently I didn't record. I thought I did. I was simply noting that the peasants, the rebels here were peasants. There were some peasants? Why am I confusing myself? There were some rebels up here that I was dealing with. Not really that much of a problem. We do have a 20k army to deal with them. So that is perfectly fine. Wales is slowly but surely coring this. We also have the Sunny Zealots here. I think we'll actually end up with a Sunny Auvergne, which of course would be hilarious, but it's fine. I don't think I'll get this. I don't have a core, I don't have a claim, so that's perfectly fine. Catholic Zealots are actually attacking the Pope, which should potentially mean that the Pope here has turned away from Catholicism, but he hasn't, so kind of weird. Nothing really I can do with that. But yeah, I just want to notify you that the peasants here, or the rebels here, are peasants. Nothing more than that. Bavaria is still in charge of the Holy Roman Empire. 6 electors. I might start going off the electors, as you know, just to get rid of the Holy Roman Empire. We'll have to see. We can do the upgrade in military tech, and we'll do just that. Level 20, Killing Grounds. Combat increased by 2, infantry fire by 0.5, and we also can now use swivel cannons and build a Star Bastion. So all in all, a fairly good upgrade here. New cannons should help out a little bit. I know for a fact that what we'll be doing next time, or next time we go to war here, is go after this one. And we want to do that fairly quickly due to the fact that Savoy's claim is slowly but surely disappearing, I guess I should say. So what I think we'll do here is actually, as you can see, it's England, it's the Pope, it's Venice. So what I think we'll do here is actually build a very, very small navy, more or less. We'll be building, I have no idea how big Aragon's navy actually is, but if we do a little bit quick check here of the navy's total, Aragon on this list. There they are, they have 10 and 7, so if we build 20 caravels of our own, basically as a tiny, well, 20 early frigates, as a little more or less starting navy, and go off the basically Sardinia here, we can probably make something work. Hopefully we can also make something work with England, but we'll have to wait and see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20. So, we're getting 20 frigates here that we will be using. I'll get rid of this one. And we'll be using them for, well, fighting Aragon. So that is basically the plan. Which means that I should probably consider moving some troops back to England. And the reason, of course, is no reason having them here. We will be fighting France, but just not yet. I want to go after Aragon first, and hopefully get Sardinia. That's the plan. We'll see how it goes. Also, as I said, we would continue with the innovative ideas, and we'll be taking scientific revolution. Technology cost -5%. It'll probably help in the long run. At least I can hope it will. So we'll see how that goes. I think we also can afford it to take another level diplomatic tech. We'll get an upgrade in trade efficiency by 10% more, which of course is great. We can now build merchantman, which is a better transport vessel. Might actually do that. Colony range increased by 50, and trade range by 200. Trade range doesn't really matter that much. We might actually reconsider where we'll send our, well, mercs. But for now, I think it's fairly alright where they are. I might have to reconsider Recuse and potentially send him to Venice. Use the caravels now, basically in Venice, and then take some of the income from there. It definitely seems like the better idea. So I think I'll recall him and send him to Venice instead. And we'll see if we can make a good income from that. I finally got a diplomatic +5. My guy died, and this guy became instead. So now I'll actually save an entire year, at least on Asturia. So that is great. I can then declare war on Aragon, and, well, England joins by default. I can also try and sell something to these guys before we begin, I think. Yeah, I'll be trying to sell at least Marches or Gloucestershire to Wales before we begin. They still have a militarist ruler, but he's becoming kind of in the risk zone. or zone of risk of dying. That's what I'm trying to say. But as you can see here, the nation of Byzantium has started to become westernized. This could be a little bit interesting, Byzantium westernizing. But I'm not scared, more or less. We'll see how it goes. I'm also a little bit concerned or wondering if I should try and vassalize Crimea here. I still think, yeah, they have too much base tax, so it wouldn't actually work. But I could go after Moldavia and some smaller nations here. Potentially try and break Hungary up into some smaller pieces. We'll have to see what we actually do. But for now, I'll wait until the annexations are, or the first annexation is complete, and then we'll be going after Aragon. Try and get this thing before it expires as a Savoyan claim. Then we'll probably go after Milan, France, everything. As you can see here, Liguria has actually expired as a claim, which sucks. So we might actually end up going after... No, that claim is also almost expired. How about this one? Yeah, so most of the claims are actually expiring due to the fact that I did vassalize them. So that sucks, but not really much I can do about it. The only claim that I'll be able to actually get is Sardinia by the looks of it, but I will at least get 2 cores with it. And potentially I can try and sell some of these French provinces. I'll probably also go for the vassalization of Auvergne. I have no idea if they'll actually become now sunny by their own, but if they do, then I can probably peacefully vassalize them. We'll see how things turn out. I did a little bit of thinking and realized that there is one other way that I can actually make things work here. And it's kind of, once again, one of those gaming tactics that cost you a little bit. But potentially, if I can turn some of the smaller nations here into well, I can turn them sunny, and then royal marriages, of vassalization and such, I can feed them provinces so they're close up to the 30 tax limit, and then just hopefully peacefully vassalize them. Potentially, that could be one way of well, getting them under control. Potentially, Crimea here. I have no idea how much they have. 17, 14, 18, 21, 26. So potentially here, I could vassalize them, but I'm too technologically advanced. Or is it that they are too technologically advanced? I would say religious groups, so it's the fact that they are not westernized that means that I can't actually vassalize them. The same probably goes for everything down here, so I wouldn't actually bother. But that means that if I forcefully turn some countries around to my religion, I can vassalize them, which is good to know. So, that might be what we'll do, releasing one province minus as vassal, then breaking that vassalization and trying to re-vassalize them down the line. I have no idea how that would actually work when you think about how relations would be. So that's a little bit of an experiment, but I'll give it a go and we'll see what we can actually figure out here. So yeah, as you can see, Auvergne actually turned sunny, and the reason this is great is because now I can feed them potentially here. What do they have now? They have 13, 15, 22, 28. So I can actually feed them these 3 provinces and then potentially peacefully vassalize them. So if that works, I can get a lot of provinces basically for free without having to risk getting into trouble. So Syria has been integrated, which is good. Will be getting rid of the troops though. No real use for them, or the fleet for that matter. It'll just be in the way. I still think having... I will keep this army though, because of the... there's actually no risk here. Or, let's see, friendly troops minus 225. So yeah, it would be 275. It would be risk if I hadn't had my army there. So, first we'll check here is if or if Wales wanted to buy something. So let's see here. If we sell them marches first and then Gloucestershire, they'll call both. So yeah, they'll actually take them. And that is hilariously good. So I'll be selling both provinces and then we'll be declaring war on Aragon here. So Toulouse has been integrated, tiniest little country ever. But I do get a free core from that. But as you know, both Savoy and Wales will hate my guts. I need to keep relations high basically at once now. They'll still get another minus 60, but they will at least take most of the English provinces. That is great. As long as I can just keep that going, I can go for probably these 3 next, and hopefully then we can take everything before the ruler dies, but it's not something I can guarantee myself, which is potentially a little bit troublesome. So, let us get these guys in the boat and send them to Sardinia. We declaring war on Aragon here. No idea who will actually join in. Hopefully not Venice. If Naples join in, well, I'll probably go for the vassalization there. Same with the popes. Not with Venice. I need to take Verona just to get that border. But it would be nice if they actually joined in here. So, show superiority, holy war. And we've begun. Let's see how it all goes. I just realized that I might be in trouble. The Venetian fleet is actually pretty damn big. And if I can't get my troops onto well, safe land, so to speak, quickly, I might get in trouble here. So, let us drop the troops off on Sardinia straight away. The time limit on this war, it actually has a time limit, is, let's see here. Oh! That's good. That means that claim won't actually expire. At least not while at war. I did not know that. I learned something new today. Potentially then I should actually go after Tuscany as well. Or maybe not. Not right now. So as you can see, I do have a little bit of problem. There's a big Venetian army here, so I think we'll place that one into role. We'll probably go for military access with Switzerland, so we can use this other army. And other than that, we'll probably defeat this English army without too much of a problem, and we will definitely win this battle. So, with that said, we'll go ahead and end it here. We'll continue next time. The war itself shouldn't be that difficult, and it'll be interesting to see if someone will actually buy this, but I'm pretty sure they will. It's not a Roman Empire, and they have a claim to it. So, we'll also test out my theory if I can actually sell Auvergne some of the French provinces here. Take Avignon, take Dauphine, take Lyonnais, and then basically add them to potentially take some of the less costly, add them to Auvergne, and then peacefully vassalize them. If that plan works, it would be great. We'll see if it actually does next time. Thank you for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed this. Well, wow, what? I got stuck, sorry. I hope you've enjoyed this. Feel free to comment comments, praise, criticism, anything you feel like, and I'll see you around next time. Bye.